Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, AmeriGroup Insurance, McLean Financial Group, Bella Baton Rouge Casino, Gordon McKernan Law Firm, and Jerry Lane Family of Automobile Dealerships. Hello and welcome to the Week 4 edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. We come to you each week from Shucks on the Levee, located at the Bella Baton Rouge Casino in downtown Baton Rouge. We invite you to come out, have a little food, have a little beverage, and talk some SU football with Coach and I. Coach, we come on about 5 times a week on TV. We have a graphic that shows you all our times, and you can also catch us on either our Facebook or our YouTube page, so there's no reason to miss the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, jumping right into it, great second SWAC win on a 2015 season. We hung 50 on J-State. 50-31 was the final score. Great crowd, overflow crowd, 30,194 people. Talk to us about what it means to the players and you to play in front of a packed house.
Well, I think it's just the energy and the excitement that they bring. And, when you hit a point in the game where you need that boost, you can get it from your fans. That's why it's called home field advantage. And it's just great to see everyone coming back out to the Bluffs and support this football program, because it is one that I think is getting better every day, and it's one worth watching this year. I think we've got a pretty good team, and I look forward to continue to see the crowds that way.
As I said earlier, Coach, another 50-point game back-to-back. Most people always talk SU football to me, and I told them I think we're going to average 35 points a game, and that means that if our defense plays well, we should win a lot of our football games. But 50 points back-to-back is quite impressive, and a team's got to really do something extraordinary to overcome a 50-point game.
Well, exactly. I think we have the team playing the right way, especially in our conference games. The mindset's where it needs to be. The senior leadership is there. I just think we got a solid football team, and as long as we cut down on some of the mistakes that we were making in the penalty game, I really look forward to seeing us getting better and being in contention going down the stretch.
Coach, you got some great offensive weapons, obviously, to score 50 points, but talk about the maturity of your sophomore quarterback, Austin Howard. Career day, 395 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns. He ran for 1, and he just made a lot of the right decisions.
Well, I think that's where you see the confidence, and talk about the game management, take the easy throws, understanding the right reads, and I just think he's growing up every day, and I'm just happy to see that. I was happy for him to have a breakout game.
Let's jump into some highlights from this past weekend. We, of course, want to thank Channel 9. We had some technical difficulties, so we had to get some footage from Channel 9, and we were grateful they gave us some. And as you can see right here, Leonard Tillery catches one in the flats and takes a big gainer. That young man had a great game for you, Coach.
Well, exactly. We finally hit the 100-yard mark rushing, and it's just great to see him pick up where he left off last year.
We talked about Austin Howard taking one in with his feet. You just saw it right there. Jaguars up. Defense comes to play, forcing a fumble, recovering it. Coach, your Dog Day defense looked like the Dog Day defense.
Well, I thought for the whole game, I thought we played a pretty good football game, especially going against a guy like Montez Allen.
A guy that nobody wants to kick to anymore, but you got to also remember he's a wide receiver. He catches a nice little 40-yard touchdown, snagged out the air. Of course, I'm talking about the talented Mr. Willie Quinn.
Always special.
Nice tackle right there, Coach, by your defense on a sack. Coach, your defense really came to play. You got a missed interception right there. I mean, they were really swarming around the ball.
Well, I think if we're going to be really good as a team, we've got to continue to get better on defense. A lot of new faces, a lot of new young guys, but they're rising to the challenge and they're getting better every day.
And there you see Tillery. Leonard Tillery also, Coach, has shown a nice amount of maturity this year and picking his spots, knowing when to hit somebody versus knowing when to go out of bounds and not take some punishment.
Well, exactly. I think that's part of growing up, and he's becoming a leader for us, and it's just great to see that.
Interception right here by the Jags. Coach gives us back the ball, and Austin Howard sets up, hits Randall Menard, a guy who was a great freshman, lost him last year due to a toe injury, but it's got to be good to have a guy like him back.
Well, he's a special football player, and as people are going to find out that you can only pay so much attention to Willie Quinn because it's a lot of talent on the offensive side of football.
Malcolm Crockett blast in for a touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns on the night. Coach, Lard Tillery had 2 touchdowns. Malcolm Crockett had 2 touchdowns running. Coach, your offense is clicking on all cylinders.
Well, they're very good right now, and that's great. And that's what we talked about today, man. Just keep getting good at what we do. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We got enough talent over there. Just those guys doing a great job. Coach Germany and staff, Barry, Coach Joseph Coleman, they're doing a great job over there. A minute ago, getting those guys lined up and getting them in a position to make plays.
When we come back, we'll look at the second half of the Southern University versus Jackson State football game. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something the Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints Deluxe Fan Experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
The key to your future starts here. Discover a university with top programs in nursing, engineering, business, and education. Receive one-on-one interaction with professors and an affordable world-class education. Enter with the will to succeed and leave with the tools to excel. Your future awaits you here at Southern University and A&M College, your #1 HBCU.
Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Again, we come to you from Shucks on the Levee, located at the Bella Baton Rouge Casino. We shoot each Monday night about 7 o'clock. We invite you to come down, hang out, talk a little SU football with Coach and I. Coach, jumping right back into it, you take a commanding lead into the locker room. What do you tell your team at halftime so they don't lose their focus and they stay amped up for the second half?
Well, we always tell them there's no reward for the first half, and you got to go out and finish, and they do a great job of coming out in the second half and executing about like they did in the first half.
Coach, we got to give some kudos to the defensive side of the ball. Just a lot of activity, a lot of disruption, a couple of sacks, a couple of interceptions. Coach, what are you doing with your defense to get them excited and ready to play?
Well, I think every year you take on a new identity, and previous years it might have been our linebacker core, it might have been our secondary. This year, our veteran group is the guys up front, and we're going to be as good as they play. And they did a great job getting after the quarterback, and it made our back end job a lot easier. We were able to get an interception, got a lot of pass breakups, and got our hands on a lot of football. And that's what you got to do when you really want to play great defense.
Gabe Eccles, Daniel Brown, Kentavious Preston, Danny Johnson. Those guys are just making an impact on defense. Coach, is it contagious when your defense starts to play well and other guys want to play well as well?
Exactly. I think, it's just you got to have a core guys that's able to rise up in the pressure. And you called the names of our core that, when we got to get stops, those guys know they got to go make plays. And they do it within the defense. And we challenge them and they accept the challenge. And that's what's happy about watching these guys play.
Let's jump into those highlights from the Southern J-State game and close out this week's highlight action. Coach, there we go. Leonard Tillery, just really running hard and busted through 2 tackles to get another touchdown.
Well, exactly. I thought he ran the ball well. Like I tell him, you got to do less dancing, less jumping, stick your cleats in the ground and get north. And those 3 yards and 4 yard runs are out to go turn into long runs like you see right there.
Is Leonard exhibiting a lot of leadership amongst his peers?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I think him and Austin and, those young guys that are not seniors but have played a lot of football for us are also taking on leadership roles. Danny Johnson is another guy that's doing the same thing.
That young man right there wants to get some more playing time. Malcolm Crockett scored twice on Saturday night. Coach, again, we go back to defense. The sack here by Brown and Eccles and Preston and those guys. They really had the J-State quarterback jumpy and with happy feet all night.
Well, and I think that's what you got to do. You got to be able to apply pressure. And I think we're able to do that with our front four.
The speedster, Mr. Willie Quinn, doing a dance, making the J-State Tigers miss. Coach, anytime Willie Quinn touches the ball, the other team has to be in fear that this kid could take it to the house.
Well, I think they know that. I think that's why people pay a lot of attention to him, and it opens up a lot of other holes for some other players, and we're able to capitalize.
There's Austin Howard taking one in again. Again, another great night of football on the Bluff. Sold-out crowd. There's a homecoming atmosphere. Of course, our next home game is homecoming. Coach, that's got to be good for the athletic department coffers.
Well, I think it's always great when you can pack your stadium because it lets the players know, it lets everybody in the community know that you're supporting the program, and that's what it's all about, man. It's about getting them here, and it's about transitioning those funds right back into the program so you continue to stay at the top.
This last run, Coach, is by a young man named Londres Johnson. We hadn't seen much of him, but he definitely represented himself well on this night. 2 good runs at the end of the game.
Well, exactly. He was able to get John West some carries, and Londres Johnson are 2 backs that you never know. They got to stay ready. So I think late in those ball games, when you got the game in hand, you got to get some of that use, some reps, and we were able to do that in this football game.
Well, there you have it. That was the Jackson State game. We put them down for the 2nd year in a row. When we come back, we'll look at our Players of the Week on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, my team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get the lane, get the lane. Get the lane, get the lane. Get the lane, get the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms, where each week we talk about the Southern University football program and bring you all the exciting action of the program. Coach, every week this time we talk about our Cox Players of the Week on special teams, offense, and defense. So who were the Cox Players of the Week for the Jackson State game?
Offensively, it was our quarterback, Austin Howard, did a great job all game managing the offense. Defensively, it was Gabriel Eccles. He caused disruption all game long, just really played a fantastic football game. And special teams, it was Greg Pittman. I thought he did a great job of kicking for us all night.
All good choices. There could have been other choices, Coach. We could have named about 6 other guys.
Oh, exactly.
All right. After the game, we had a chance to catch up with Mr. Leonard Tillery, Randall Menard, and we also talked to the quarterback, Austin Howard, and Joe Dupree filed this report.
That's right, Todd. We're here after a victorious night for the Jaguars' first home opener against Jackson State. One of the big stars of the night was Mr. Menard right here, doing this thing big for Southern. How did it feel to be back on the field?
Feels great. Feels great to be there and execute.
Well, I know you had some injuries. Now that you're back, gained a little weight, coming in strong, how does that feel?
Feels great. It feels great to be back on the team with my brothers. Feel great being back on the field, knowing that I'm 100%. And knowing that I could execute just like I did my freshman year.
Well, you did big plays tonight, great game, played well. Can we expect this as we continue to go through the SWAC?
Yes, sir. Y'all can, but we got to take it one game at a time.
Our quarterback led the way, Austin Howard, doing this thing from Wallace, Louisiana. Wallace, right?
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you something, man. You came out and was smoking so much you had already, by halftime, accumulated over 300 yards. How does it feel to see the offense clicking on all cylinders?
Oh, man, I give all glory to God. I give all the credit to my teammates and coaches. Just put me in this position with a wonderful game plan for this week for that talented Jackson State team. So, I mean, you know, I just go out and just do whatever they ask me to.
With people like Willie Quinn and Menard and Tillery in the back, along with the other great players that you have around you, can you see us going all the way in the SWAC?
Oh, man, I see it. You know, coaches always tell us speak things into existence. So, you know, we say it every day. 50-piece, we say championship. So, you know, we just speak it into existence and we just go out and execute.
Todd, I'm here with the offensive sensation, the running back, Leonard Tillery, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. What's some of the favorite plays that you like running in this Southern offense?
I really like the pass plays, actually. You know, the run plays, offensive line, we work hard, to make sure they're successful. But whenever you see receivers, catching the ball and just getting yards at the catch, like Mike Jones had today, Randall Menard came out, had a great game. Willie Quinn, of course, But probably just our pass play just so I could protect, and our outside zone probably.
Well, tonight you were the workhorse for Southern. You did your thing. Running in between tackles, headed toward the end zone, 2 great touchdowns. Can we expect to see more of this as the season progresses?
Oh, most definitely. As the season progresses, we should look a lot crisper in the future. Tonight we had a few plays where it was just like 10 or 15 yards, but, with more practice and just more discipline, we could easily change those 15 to 20-yard plays to 30 and 40. So, we just have to go to practice, watch the film, and just see what we messed up at.
Well, indeed, we made a great play tonight, great game tonight. You saw it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks, guys. Great game by those young men. Coach, to wrap up this segment, I know we lost our linebacker Demetrius Carter for the season with an injury. Who else do we lose on injury in the Jackson State game?
Well, no one in the Jackson State game, but Lunkins is going to miss some time, but we should get him back in about 3 weeks. So, you know, you got to get the next guy ready, and that's what our program's about. We can't hang our head. You know, it's unfortunate for those guys. They were great leaders for us. Demetrius Carter's top leading tackle from a year ago, and you know, but the next guy got to get ready. Now he put on his coaching shirt, help us out in practice, really trying to get the young guys ready to go.
Well, when we come back, we'll look ahead to our game this weekend against the Georgia Bulldogs of the SEC. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints Deluxe Fan Experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
Variety. It's needed for any wedding. Friendly staff, gorgeous venues, entertainment, food, buffet-style dining, or an intimate sit-down dinner. Rehearsal dinner for 15 people or reception halls for 1,000. Gorgeous rooms, an expansive casino, or a close-knit lounge. On your special day, you deserve variety. And that's exactly what the Bell offers.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. This weekend, we travel to legendary Athens, Georgia, to play between the hedges against the number 7 ranked Georgia Bulldogs of the SEC. Coach, Georgia sits at 3-0, and they're coming off of a 52-20 win over South Carolina. They look like they got it going in the right direction this year.
Well, they do. They're an excellent football team. It's hard to find any holes. They're well coached and, you know, a very talented group of guys. So it'll pose a difficult challenge.
Coach, a lot of people want to know, how does a game like Georgia get on our schedule?
Well, you know, I just think it's one of those games where people understand that it's a resource deal. You know, you got to be able to financially fund a football team and a program, and, you know, you got to be able to get those funds in there. And this is one of those opportunities, and, you know, that's pretty much how you get them on the schedule. It'll be definitely a difficult challenge for us.
I heard we're getting $800,000. Is that the correct figure for this game?
I don't really know the bottom line.
You stay out of that,
Yep.
the business of the football. But Coach, a lot of people are also worried that this game may injure our players. Is that a concern?
Well, it's always a concern. You know, it's really the David versus the Goliath, and, you know, Goliath has everything that he needs to be strong, and, you know, they got some guys up there that are probably first-round draft picks on a lot of boards, and all SEC and first-team All-Americans. So, you know, it'll definitely be a challenge, but we'll go up there with the right mindset, and you got to kick the ball off, so you might as well get ready to play.
Coach, another television game, great exposure for the Southern University football program, possibly another payday from an SEC game?
Well, you know, I really think it's an opportunity for us to continue to show our program to some people that may not be able to see it as often as some of our diehard fans. You know, it's an opportunity for us to promote a program that's that's representable across the country, and hopefully young men want to come and be a part of it.
Well, there you have it. Jaguar Nation, this is a 12 o'clock start. We are not accustomed to 12 o'clock starts, so you need to get to Athens for 12 o'clock if you plan to attend the game. But the game is also going to be seen on the SEC network. So set your DVRs or get over to Athens, enjoy the game. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we come back. We're going to wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, my team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
We're Cadillac women. I'm a cowgirl, but I like to ride in style.
I'm a broadcasting major, and I want everyone to know that I love my Cadillac SRX.
Always lead to, you can count on Jerry Lane.
Good luck in Athens this week, Coach, and
Go Jags!